So you can see here we got a warning before. Now we that this warning was displayed here because in SQL while we are doing merging in the both datasets, we should not have the common variables in the output dataset. So if we have, so you can see in this both datasets, what is the common variable?
ID.
ID, right? So in the first dataset, we have to select the all variables, and but in the second dataset, we should select only the diaBP variable. Okay. So if we select like this, we will get no issues. Otherwise, we will get the warning like this in the log. Okay. Now that warning was removed here, and we have a note here. You can see the execution of this query involves performing one or more Cartesian product joins that cannot be optimized. Means by merging these two data sets, how many observations should we get?
Observation will be the same only.
Yeah, we will get four
Oh,
observations, right? But
yes.
when you see here in this data set, we got 16 observations
Oh,
because yeah, this first value was merging to the every observation of the second data set second data set values. Okay, here this 00190, these values are merging with all of these four variables, four observations. Means only this we are getting four times. You can see here 001 90 99. So again you can see 001 001 90 99 001 90. Okay, it was giving it was telling that first it was merging this and this. Next, the second observation was merging to this first observation, and third observation was merging to first observation, and fourth observation was also merging to first observation. And next it moves to a second observation, and it was merging to this observation, and 00 to 90, and it was merging to this diaBP 110, and this 004 110 also merging to. So you understand all these four observations. For the first time it was merging to only first observation, and the next all these four observations was merging to only for second observation. All these four observations are merging to 003 110. This for these observations like this, it we are getting the multiplies of these observations. You can see in the diaBP all was same. So I will change the value so you can clearly understand. So now you can see for, for first observation the diaBP is 99. So all these four observations was merging to this first observation only. Can see 001 diaBP 99, 002 diaBP 99, 003 diaBP 99, 004 diaBP 99. And next for second observation in the second dataset, that is 120 value, 4 observation, 110 4 observation, 120 4 observation. Okay, this is called as Cartesian product. Okay, this is also called cross join. Means here these four observations was merging to this observation first time, and for second time it was merging to this 120 value, next for 110 value, next for 120 value. Means here for one observation we are getting 4 times. It was multiplying with these 4 observations, right? So that's why we call this as Cartesian product and cross join. Do you understand how here the output came?
Hmm.
Or should I need to explain once more?
I understand. Means first observation value merging one by one after the second.
Yeah. So
Sir, on first on 90 observation value.
so
Hello.
so we have 3 observations, right? In this after merging the two data sets.
Merging the first 90 value are merging in the diastolic blood pressure is all 4 are multiplied. Then second R 90 value is also there 4.
Yeah. So in the output data set we have 3 observations, right? In this MER data set. So it was coming as it is, and it was merging with this 99 diabetes value here. Next, this 0,
So
0
the vital is to and change the vital
vital.
vital 2 है सर. जैसे अगर कुछ चेंज करते हैं हम अगर vital 1 कर लेते हैं सिस्टोलिक कर लेते हैं तो उसको सर सिस्टोलिक का पहले रखेंगे ना.
I don't know Hindi. Can you please tell me English?
ये select vital है.
Vitals
We
2.
are writing for the vitals 2 are the mentioned IVP. Let's read the vital 2 in exam. Please go back to the output data set. Swing.
This is the output data set.
Yeah.
So just wait a minute. I will tell how this comes, how this Cartesian product comes. So here
Okay.
the first observation, the CB value is 90, right? So 0, 0, 1, 90. So it was merging to this first diabetes value, that is 90. Okay. Next, this 0, 0 to 90, ID 0, 0 to 6BP value 90. So this observation also merging to this only. Next 0, 0, 3, 120. This observation. It was also merging with this 90 diabetes value. Next 0, 0, 4, 110. This also merging to first diabetes value only. And next what we get?
Next we'll get 002 90 will merge to 00190 DIBP and likewise.
Next
Zero,
0, 0, 1, 90, and it was merged with 120,
yes,
120 diabetes value. Okay. This is called Cartesian product.
yes.
So this is called Cartesian product and cross join. Okay. So here in the select statement, here we can see we are giving a vitals dot star, means we are selecting the all variables from the first data set, and in the second vitals 2 dot diabetes we are selecting only this diabetes variable. So here we can also give alias names as we gave in the data set. Here we can also give vitals as A and vitals 2 as B. So here we can give A dot star and B dot diBP. So this also one. We can see same observations, 16 and 3 observations, right? So is this the correct output, the required output we are thinking to get? No, right? So we should get only 4 observations, but this value was merging to every observation. So to stop this, we have to give a match merging. So it should merge with by checking the ID. It was it should match the ID and only if the ID was matched, then the diaBP value was merged to this observation, right? So for that we have to give a where state where A dot ID equal to B dot ID. Okay. Now A dot means this A data set. So here you can see for vitals data set we give an alias name as A. So for vitals 2 we give an alias name as B. So in the wait statement we have to write A dot ID and B dot ID. So only when A dot and ID and B dot ID matches, then only this 90 was merged to this observation. Okay, now you can see this addition product note also, it was removed and we got 4 observations. Here you can see for 001 is bit value 90 and diaBP 99. So 002 is BP 90 and diaBP 120. 003 is BP 120 and diaBP. So this is what our output should get like. Okay, any doubts in this?
No.
And in this, as we discussed in the data steps, we have different types of joints like full joint, left joint, right joint, and cross joint, left outer joint, right outer joint. Okay. So if we want all this, so for this different joints, I will create another example. and just modify this example. We will take the same example we discussed in the data set. So here we have two data sets. In the first data set we have IDs, GP diabetes. Second data set we have HR. So in this you should get all this right. We should get all these three variables. So we are writing A dot star comma B dot HR. Vital. So we can also give this alias names like vitals as A and vitals 2 as B. We can also remove this as we can give simply vital space A and vital 2 space B. So it will now also can understand that we are giving alias names to that. So here next here we have to give where A dot ID equal to B dot ID. So it's statement. Two to three points. So here we got only two observations. Why? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So here we got only two observations. So these two observations are 002 and 003.
2 and 3. Duplicates. No, duplicates are not there.
So in these both data sets, we are getting only the common ID values. So in these both data sets, the common ID was
2 and 3.
003, right?
Yes.
So it was checking A dot ID and B dot ID. So this is called as inner join, right? So
Yes.
if we want full join, in the place of this comma, we have to give full full join. Okay, you can see here we got an syntax error here because whenever we used here the keyword as any joins, full join, inner join, any joins, if we use that keyword, we should not use this where statement. We have to use on statement. Okay, on A dot ID equal to B dot ID. Can see no log issues, and we got rows and three columns. Six observations. Let's go to this. You can see here 001, 002, 003, 004. So 72, 91. So you can see here the ID value was different because here the data which are coming from the second data set, we didn't mention any ID variable here. Okay, you can see we mentioned only b dot hr, only this variable. We did not mention ID here. So if we give both all variables like b dot id comma b dot hr as well, we get probably this we of so if the stop with here. Even we are not getting ID here. So still the ID values are missing here. So let's give a function called velocity. So do you know how velocity function works?
Forget.
Hmm?
Not remember. So forget. Practice. Sorry, sir.
So it gives us the first non-missing values. Just a minute. Sorry, we given here that the data set names are different, but we are given the data set names different. You can see this data set name of vitals one, vitals two. We got correctly. Okay. I will explain this scholastic afterwards. Now, A dot star com B dot etc. So in this two data sets, how many subjects do we have?
Subjects means a variable or what?
Subject 0,
I
0,
mean subject ID. Okay. 2,
subject
3,
ID
4, 6, 7, 8.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3, 4,
4,
5. 4, 5,
6,
5.
7, 9. Seven subjects, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
3, 2, 5, 6, 7.
yeah. Seven subjects. So we are giving full join means all the data to come to this data set. Let's open this. You can see here. So previously I given the wrong data set. That's why it was showing some missing data. So you can see for the HR 72, the ID was missing here, and for HR 91, the ID was missing here. So for remaining, we got correctly. So 001 HR. So 001 subject was not present in the data set 2. That's why you can see 001 subject was not present in this second data set. That's why the HR value was missing to this subject. Okay. So that our data should not be like this, right? So here the ID was missing because while we are getting the second data set variable, we given only b dot hr. So if we given b dot star, then the data we will get correctly. So it was ignoring b dot star. So now we have to use this Cholesky function if we use this Kulovsky function, now you can see we are getting the all IDs here, and also we are getting the data in a sorted order, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Okay. Yes. Basically, this Kulovsky function, what it will do is it will take the first non-missing value in the variable. So here in this, I have given the a dot id and b dot id. Means by these two data sets, it will take the id values and form a id variable. In id variable, all these subjects are present in this id variable. So previously, if we are selecting all variables from these two subjects, we are getting a note, right? So variable id already existing on file work.vat1. So to stop this warning, we have to use the Kulovsky function. So Kulovsky function basically gives us the first non-missing value. First, by using this Kulovsky function, we are creating a ID variable here, new ID variable. We are not taking this ID values. We are creating a new ID variable by the first non-missing values. Means in the two data sets ID variable, it will pick all the ID values and create new ID variable. Okay. So like this, we are getting the all ID values here. Do you understand this point? Why we are using this first key function here?
Yes. Yes, sir. If any missing is there, so we would create the ID.
Yes.
First non-miss values.
Because whenever we are merging in SQL, we should not have the common variables here. So in this both we have the common ID variables common in this both data sets, right? So that's why even if we are giving here a dot star and b dot star, it was ignoring the ID variable. It was not we are not getting any ID values in the data set that's present in the second data set. So you can see there. If you are giving the a dot star and b dot star, so in this both data sets the common are second and third, right? And the subject 6 and 9 was not present in this data set. So it was taking the subjects that are present only in this data set. So here 006, 009 are not present in the above data set. We can see for those the ID values are missing here. You can see 006 and 009. The ID values are missing. Even we are giving star. So even we are asking to bring this all the variables, it was not bringing this ID variable because this ID was common in these two data sets. So that's why we are not selecting this ID variable and we are creating a new ID variable using this key function. Okay. So collect function creates a new ID variable picking the first non-missing value. By all these values, it will create a new ID variable. So in this, we have all the subject values. So we have even 006 and 009 subjects also. Now they are present in this ID variable. So now you can see we are getting all the subjects in the table. So is this clear for everyone?
Sir, can you have repeat?
Okay. Okay. When we are merging the two data sets in SQL, so in these both data sets, we should not have the common variables. In these both data sets, what are the variables common? In both data sets, what are the variables common present in these both data sets?
Yes, sir.
ID variable, right? So ID variable was common
Yes,
in
sir.
both data sets.
Yes,
So
sir.
when we are merging, we ask if we want to bring the all variables from A data set and all variables from B data set. Okay. So whenever we are trying to bring that like that, we are getting a warning call variable ID already hits the work VIT1 means it was taking these three variables, and whenever it was trying to pick this, so already the ID variable was taken here. So now this ID variable is ignoring and it is not taking any of these values. It will just only take these vector values and it is ignoring this ID values. Okay. So now you can see. So now we are missing with two values here 006 and 009 values are active because it was ignoring these ID values in the second data. To stop this, we are creating a new ID variable by the Kulowski function. So basically Kulowski function works like it will pick the first non-missing value in the given variables. So in the given variable, so what variables we given? A dot ID and B dot ID. So A dot ID and B dot ID. In these two variables, it will pick all the values, all the subject numbers 001, 002, 003, 47, and the 6239. All it will pick all this and create a new variable here. Okay. This variable was a local variable. We created here newly. So now we have only one ID variable based on these two data sets. So now we can see no ID variable values are missing here. We are getting all ID variable values. Do you got my point? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why we are getting this note here? This variable ID already exists. Why we are getting this?